Hello and welcome to AM Guitar with me, Anjay. Today I'm going to ask the question, do guitar effects make you a better guitarist? I am very fortunate in that I have a lot of guitar pedals, and I have been buying guitar pedals for 20 something years on and off, and in the last couple of years probably that's accelerated quite significantly because of the channel. And one of the questions that often comes up, usually tongue-in-cheek, is, oh, do you need all those pedals? Does it make you better as a guitarist? And I think it's a really important question. And not only that, what does it change about the way you play? What do effects change about the way you play? And how do you get into using effects? So to answer the first question, do effects pedals make you a better guitarist? No. Practice, learning, practice, playing makes you a better guitarist. A good guitarist will sound good with or without effects. What effects can do, though, is open up a whole different world of kind of sonic abilities, capabilities and ideas. So adding a bit of reverb just to make the sound blossom a little bit, or some delay just to kind of give you those nice trails, or even using delay as an instrument with eighth notes and kind of doing that whole edge thing where you're playing with the rhythm that the delay is giving you. A clon type pedal to give you a bit of grit and boost and just loveliness to just something that pushes the tone of the guitar. A compressor to make notes last a bit longer, fuzz to have fun with, octaves to enjoy, phasers, flanges, chorus. All of this stuff just opens up new possibilities for how your guitar will sound and can help you to enjoy playing more. Just plugging, there's something about plugging straight into a good tube amp, no denying it. There's also something about plugging into a Helix and getting every effect you've ever dreamt of in one place and just experimenting for hours on end to find new sounds that you've never thought possible before. So for me, effects are important for just unlocking my imagination a little bit sometimes, for just making a guitar part stand out. So sometimes it's nice to have a bit of phaser or a bit of vibe or rotary on a rhythm section when you're playing in a band, so that your rhythm guitar stands out a little bit and fills out the sonic landscape a little bit. You can take that too far and fill out the entire sonic landscape and annoy your bandmates. Don't do it, trust me. The point is, it helps to kind of just breed imagination by creating sounds you never had before. So in that respect, it might improve your playing in that it will make you experiment more. Now, how do you get started with guitar effects? Because there's so many out there, multi-effects, single effects, Helix, all these sorts of things that are out there. My advice is a phased approach to learning how to use, because you need to learn how to use effects. You need to understand what they do to the sound and how they work. If you have just a plain amp, like a practice amp, that's just a plain amp, maybe has a little button on it to turn the distortion on and off, the first thing I would possibly suggest you do is get a cheap distortion pedal or an overdrive, like a tube screamer, a Donna tube screamer or an iSet tube screamer, something like that, one of those kind of tube overdrives, just to push the amp and see what it can do. If you're wanting to do a bit more, get yourself an affordable multi-effects unit, like a Mua or a NuX or a Zoom, anything like that, where it has all the effects that you could possibly imagine in one box, and start to find what you like. Listen to your guitar heroes, read about what gear they use, and then try and emulate it as best you can inside the multi-effects unit. Once you start tweaking it and finding the sounds that you like, start buying individual pedals that just hit those tones. Because the thing about a multi-effects unit is there's so many effects built in that you start getting lost, and you can spend more time programming than you do playing. So once you've found a series of sounds that you like, find ways of creating those sounds with standalone effects. And again, you don't need to spend fortunes on it. Look at Donna, look at Moore, look at iSet, NuX, Tone City, all of these kind of lower end effects units, effects pedals, because most of them, these little mini pedals, are really good. You know, for instance, this Mosky, the Golden Horse, you know, this is a copy of a Klon. Now a real Klon goes for thousands of pounds. A KTR goes for anywhere between £200 and £1,000. This goes for $20, £20, £30, something like that, I don't know. It's very, very cheap anyway compared to the real thing, and gets you as close as you need to be without being a professional musician who's really, really obsessed with tone. So find the tones that you want, find affordable pedals that give you that, and then slowly start experimenting with which pedals you prefer, what order you prefer them in, and then start building up your collection by, you know, if you buy a Donna phaser and you really love phaser, but you maybe want to go the next level, buy Phase 90 from MXR, or Boss PH3 or something like that, where you're going to get a bit more life out of it. It's a bit more sturdy. And then just start experimenting and playing and building that collection. And then once you've built your collection to however many pedals I have around here, strip it right back to the bare essentials. Find your tone, the tone that you enjoy playing. So for me at the moment, it's this board. The MXR Sugar Drive, which is essentially a Klon, as my kind of bass tone. And then that goes into my little mini wah pedal, into my phaser for my sort of texture, the VS Audio Royal Flush for various kind of bluesy overdrives, a Rat for when I want to just push it that little bit harder, and then the iSet analog delay and a Mosky reverb. Obviously a tuner as well. And all these things give me my tone, the tone that over the last 20 something years, I've actually decided I like this tone. This is what I sound like with my guitar. So get yourself an overdrive just to sort of have a bit of fun, you know, a bit of rock if you're into that kind of music. Look at an affordable multi-effects unit that lets you learn how to use effects, and then start buying the effects that fit with the tones you're really interested in. Start affordable, work your way up. Remember, there is a really big community of guitar enthusiasts, Facebook groups, Instagram groups, Twitter, whatever it might be, who will give you advice if you ask questions, ask sensible questions. But also, there, you know, eBay and Reverb, you can sell on effects that you're no longer using to buy new effects. So it doesn't have to be hugely expensive. Experiment, play, enjoy, be inspired by the effects, but just don't expect them to make you a technically better player. Right, till next time, I will see you again soon. Stay safe. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me your effects stories, your history with effects, your wishes you had bought, wishes you hadn't sold. Mine is a Marshall Shredmaster that I wish I hadn't sold. And until next time, I'll see you again. Cheers.